There is no other alternative than to cancel the vote. They beat up so many of our agents, Achono says. Can you imagine? I'm sure the APC thugs in Imo would have been prepared to, to deal with Labour Party and People Democratic Party, which are the main key oppositions to Uzodinma APC. That is what I say, and that is why they beat them. So again, this is beyond tribe. Even within Southeast, there are APC people have been bought over. I mean, APC people are still parading and making things difficult for others. So what Achono, the Labour Party governorship aspirant in the election, is saying that they beat up a lot of Labour party agents in most of the polling units and mad with violence. So he's saying that the election or the vote should be cancelled. So the gubernatorial nominee of the Labour Party in Imo State, Atan Achono, has urged the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to nullify ballot cast in polling stations that were disrupted by violence, according to Channels TV. So Achono made this appeal on Saturday after exercising his franchise at Umunumo village in Ehime Mbano local government area of Imo State. When questioned about whether INEC should annul votes from areas where violent incident occurred, the Labour aspirant responded affirmatively. Without a doubt, they must cancel such instances. Now, in his words, there is no other alternative than to cancel it so that every person will come there and watch it be conducted. They beat up so many of our agents. We are sad. We are going to upload some of their pictures. This is crazy. This is what our democracy has come to. But we are resisting. Can't you see the people here? They will not allow it. I hope it is the same thing going on everywhere so that we can have proper democracy and bring in good governance. Okay, so that is what Achono is saying here, that their party agents were seriously beaten across so many places, and now is calling for the election to be cancelled. Labour Party candidate calls for cancellation of Imo State results over ballot box snatching as well. So the candidate of the Labour Party in Saturday Imo governorship election, Senator Atan Achono, has called for cancellation of results of polling units where there were what he described as disturbing reports of hijacking of ballot boxes over and other electoral materials and vote buying. Achono said he received the report of the malpractices in some polling units from his agents. The Labour Party candidate made the demand while speaking to journalists in his hometown, Umulumo, in Ehime Mbano Council area of Imo on Saturday. So Achono said his party has already written to the Independent National Electoral Commission for requisite actions and call for the cancellation of results emanating from affected locations and to ensure that fake results are not uploaded. He alleged in parts of Idiato, the process was characterized by ballot box snatching and all manner of irregularities, including intimidation of voters. This is unacceptable. We have already written to INEC to take appropriate steps to ensure that fake results are not uploaded. So he said. So he, however, described the absence of security personnel in certain places around Olo and also while commending the military for turning up to save the situation in some other areas. INEC's head of voters education, Mrs. Emanuela Opara, however, said that the commission was yet to receive an official report on the alleged irregularities. I keep telling you, there's no way you do election in Nigeria that there will not be irregularities. There will always be irregularities because the country itself is irregular. That is it. And with the crop of politicians that we have that are very, very, very desperate and, they just like Uzodinma said that he will rather die than to lose the seat. You can imagine that kind of statement. That means must be do or die. And that is why he got the NSC chairman beaten in Imo State, because he didn't want anybody to disturb that election for him. And now it's turning out to be winner, because the report we've gotten so far is that out of 27 local government area of Imo State, the APC Uzodinma has won about 17 of it. Meaning it's over 50% of the state is gone for him. That is two-thirds. Almost two-thirds is gone. So the thing is actually a very bad one. That irregularities is now the main problem that we have in our elections. This one now, I'm telling you. So now, actually, the Labour Party candidate, governorship candidate for the Imo election, is now calling INEC to cancel the vote from locations where there were ballot box snatching and other irregularities, and also from the polling units where they had a lot of violence and most of their party agents got beaten. Those places too, votes should be cancelled. Elections should be cancelled from those areas, and then redo those elections and have people come and witness how it is done. Unfortunately, Hope Uzodinma will not let any repeat of any election. There will never be any form of any by-election. So from the way it is, also Hope Uzodinma rigging strategy with violence, with thugs and everything has worked for him, because obviously he's going to stay back for another 4 years, the way things are and the way we have seen it. Quite an unfortunate situation, I must tell you, that we cannot do election in Nigeria without any form of violence, because we are very desperate. Nigerian politicians are very, very desperate. Quite an unfortunate situation. We need to look at what is the incentive. Why are people desperate to be in power? Because they are not there for the interest of the citizens, they are there for their own interest. So what is it that is in those public offices that is making them to make it a do or die, to remain there or die? Just like Hope Uzodinma has vowed that he will rather die than lose the seat. Now, wow. Quite an unfortunate situation. Nigeria is in for a long haul. And that's why they don't even want any digital means or what they call it, electronic voting, because if they do all those and it works fine, they will not be able to rig. So they will prefer to do it manually. Unfortunately, with the judgment Supreme Court gave Tinubu, rigging is now established as a part of our electoral system, which is actually a very bad thing. Very, very bad thing, I must say. Very bad. So that is what is coming from Labour Party governorship candidate in Imo State. And let's have your comment for sharing. Okay. Somebody saying here, a divided house before the election. They team up together to cancel a concluded exercise after smelling failure. What a political prank. Can you imagine? Honestly, PDP and Labour Party are the most unserious people in this Imo election. They shouldn't complain, but rather bury their voices in shame. Okay? Why cry when the head is already off? Well, they have to go. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.